Well, we're getting a ton of snow tomorrow, so I have to get my snowblower tractor, which has the cab on it, out far enough that I can put the snowblower on it, put wheel weights on it, put tire chains on it, check the oil, make sure all the electrics work. So I have to get out one loader, one of my SS16s, my diesel SS12, the 1969 Suburban 12 diesel, the ST12, the Mongrel 3, the 679, the AR14. Yeah, this guy might leave there, but see, this guy probably won't start. Runs mint. Oh, I got my generator fixed. I had to replace the fuel line in that. Let's see. Mongrel's running good. Always starts right up. Those of you that say Onins can't run good, that's proof that they do. That was just adjusting valves, doing head gaskets, rebuilding the carburetor. Let's see, 679 I got to push out. Well, let me see if I can start it. We'll do a diesel cold start on the 679, see if it'll start right up. I don't know how long it's been since I ran this, at least a month or two. The easiest thing to do one-handed. I hope I don't pull my back out. That would hurt. Hang on. I'm gonna have to put my phone down. Never good to start a motor up cold and then immediately shut it back off, especially diesel, so let them run for a couple minutes. Get this guy out. So good. Love those little mufflers for Gravely's. They're so quiet. Almost can't even hear it run. I'll let this one run for a little bit. It needs to charge the battery. I love these mufflers. They're so quiet. There. Now, let me shut the 679 off now. Alright, let's see, what can I do next? Diesel 10 horse. Oh, these are both diesel 10 horses. This is a 70. This is a 69. I'm gonna have to shut the video off for this part because I'm not gonna be able to pull start those when it's cold out with one hand. Well, I went to get the 70 out and the rear end is frozen. So that must have water in it. Can't move it, so I'm gonna have to probably get my floor jack if I need to move it, or maybe I can just shimmy it back about 2 feet and I think I'll be able to get around it. Actually, I don't even really have to move that one. But see if the RT16 Clune loader will start. This is really wedged in next to my car. I haven't started this one in probably a month or so. Oh yeah. Take that flapper off, it just blows exhaust in your face. Maybe one more and I can get the snowblower machine out. Got a new battery for it. Sorry, it's going to be a really disjointed video, but let's see. I don't even think this one has a battery in it, but let's see. Might be able to move this one without... Oh, it does have a battery. Let's see if this guy starts. Again, probably, I don't know, 2 months since I ran it. Onan. Whoa. Needs a little more choke. good to get them out and run them once in a while. This charging system needs some help on this guy. Doesn't like to charge unless it's like at full throttle sometimes. But the battery stayed up, which is good. Been sitting for 3 months. Oh yeah, tractors. The SS16 run for a couple minutes. Always good to let them run, charge the batteries up a little bit if the charging systems work. All right, I think I can get to my snowblower now. Yeah. I think I might have to move the D10S. I can't remember which of my 2 snowblowers were the good ones, so I gotta pull it out away from the wall, shine a flashlight down in it, see which one has the good ring gear. It might be the uglier one, I can't remember, but I gotta get to that. And just to irritate the John Deere guys, I have a John Deere cast iron 50-pound wheel weight on the inside of a Sears wheel weight. And actually, to irritate the Cub guys, you can't see it, but I have Cub weights on the inside of the wheels, John Deere weight, and then Sears weight. So that's 25 pounds on the inside, 50 pounds on the outside, 75 plus 33, like 108 pounds on each wheel, plus 2-link tire chains. This thing is a beast in the snow. Well, I got the 3 sets of wheel weights, some 2-link tire chains, and some tire chain tensioners on here. I like these. They keep the chains nice and tight so they don't fall off when you're snow blowing. These chains came off of a 73 or a 74 SS16 that I bought from a guy named Matty B from My Tractor Forum like 8 or 9 years ago. Maybe even longer than that. I think I paid like 25 or 50 bucks for the 2 tractors because he just wanted them gone. His wife was complaining about them. So I got a wicked smoking deal on them. Picked them up on Easter weekend one year. And they were on a tractor that was painted cat yellow. It was hideous. The nose cone was fixed up with a 2x4. It was basically falling apart. But I got a new battery in this guy. The oil is full. This oil pan leaks a little bit, so the frame is filthy on it. I cleaned it up when I put this motor in, but it's just filthy because the oil pan leaks a little bit. Not a lot, it barely seeps at all. But I haven't started this thing up in probably 6 or 8 months, so let's see how she goes. This one usually always runs well. It's a BGMS, and I redid the wiring in it last year, so oh yeah. This one, the starter, I replaced the starter, but it doesn't like to engage all the time. So that means I need my hack and bashing stick. Let's see, what do I have for a hack and bashing stick over here? Anything at all that's metal that's long enough to fit through the frame. That'll work. There's a 3/8 drive extension that's about 3 feet long. Let's see here. See if that does it. Should probably check and see if it has gas in it too. Yeah, maybe I should see if it's got gas in it first. That might be prudent of me. Might have all evaporated. Let's see here. I would say there is more than enough gas to get it started. Not very clean, 9-month-old gas, but let's see. I have no fuel in the fuel filter yet. Maybe that's why it doesn't want to start. Diaphragm might be a little bit dry in this pump. Might need a little whiff of go juice to get her going because it hasn't run in so long. That diaphragm might be a little bit dry in the pump, or Oh man, look at how clean that carb is. Wait, can you see it? There we go. Look at how clean that choke throttle plate and that choke plate is. All right, let's go get a whiff of some Go Juice. Missing a screw. I don't think it ever had one. At least I hope it never had one. I don't think this one ever ate one. Let me go get some Go Juice. All right, let's give her a little whiff of carb cleaner. I don't usually like to use starting fluid on these. It's not really good for them. So carb cleaner will work. Let's see, give it half a choke. Gotta be quick doing this one-handed. It doesn't look like it's pulling fuel yet, but it will. Let's see here. Pulling fuel now, like a champ. All it takes when they run right. Let's see. Headlights work. Front lights, beacon, rear lights. Man, I love this thing. And I love the smell of the exhaust when you're burning carb cleaner. It just smells so good. Oh yeah! Well, I did one more improvement to this before I stick the blower on. I put a PTO pedal on here instead of having just a lever. For those of you guys that have never used one of these, and I think they only came on like maybe the 77 18.6, the 78 GT18 and GT19.9, and the 79 GT18 and GT19.9. But instead of just having that little 90-degree lever that's on here, this is actually a pedal, so you push it down with your foot to engage the PTO, and then there's a nub here that you push with your foot to disengage it. Has a spring on it to help it return. These things are the cat's meow. I've bought a ton of them, almost as many as I could find off of eBay and off of other people on forums, because they work way better than the other pedals. All of my mowing machines have these on them now, and most of my machines that I use the PTOs on, I put these on. My like 68 and 69 tractors, I think those still have the other style pedals. This is the one I'm talking about. This is the standard lever, which is just a 90-degree bend. And these work fine, but when you're doing a lot of on and off with the PTO, they get annoying. So like my D10S has the pedal style on it, or the lever, the better style. The GT18 has one. I'm trying to think what else. I think I put them on all my, no, this one doesn't have one. This one I didn't use for mowing much, but basically all the tractors I've used for mowing, I've put them on. Even the Roper has one on it, so they're awesome. So just a little thing that makes it a little bit easier to do your chores and things like that on the tractors. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the blower on this thing. It's getting late. It hasn't started snowing yet, but I'm gonna have to get the blower on, grease it up, make sure it's ready to go, and put all the tractors back in here before it does start snowing. I don't even know what time it is. It might be 8:30, 9, I'm not sure, but I gotta get back to it.